the role of a parent or the parents is immense, is deep. If a child grows up under a very terrible parent, the chances of, let me use the word, Tunraibi, is very difficult. Yeah, you have grown up under a toxic environment for a long time. That the effect, some people will of course come out of it, people have had bad parents that became okay, but the effect is deeper. Look at Donald Trump. All his children grew up.
Sorry.
I was watching the interview with the daughter. I said, look, so we are going to school in the morning. We are already going out the door. Daddy will call us back. Come back. What are my 3 rules? Daddy, we are tired. My 3 rules: no smoking, no drugs. Well, I forgot the third one. He drum beat in their ear all their life. Say no drinking, no smoking, no drug. They say they are already going to come back. I want to hear it. And those children, came out well. In fact, during the debates, and they asked Hillary, what do you like about Donald Trump?
She mentioned his children.
The children. That how did he train this kind of children?
Even though there were allegations of all those things
against him. His children, he put down rules. You cannot smoke in my house, cannot drink in my house.
But let me just chip this in
before their development.
Yes, before we wrap up. So there's a story of this mother who took her son to a herbalist, and then the herbalist told them that they would need the blood or some parts of a sibling, and then eventually
of the sibling.
The sibling.
One of the siblings.
Yes.
Okay.
And so she collaborated with the boy to kill his 21-year-old brother. The boy is 32, to kill the 21-year-old brother, and then they cut off his thumbs and some parts of the body. It was while they were going to bury him that they were nabbed. So where do you put that? Because we're talking about, you see, so and that is not even that's just one out of several other cases. We've heard of stories of parents, pushing their children to do what their mates are doing, and you see that pressure eventually pushes those victims or the children into doing what they're not supposed to do. So this particular case is a very heartbreaking one. The fact that she actually was the one who took the boy to the herbalist, and then they connived to kill the brother, 21-year-old boy, to make money.
I think, I would digress a little bit from that and quickly mention this. I think what I feel is actually missing in the entertainment industry, the music industry, is that people, I feel, should speak a lot about their process and how they got to where they got to. Many of these guys, the more comedians, some of them went through very rough beginning, sleeping with their friends, So I think they should talk more to those who are coming up. That look, it wasn't one day. I'm on the stage today. I'm making 4 million per show, 10 million per show. There was a time it was 1,000 per show for a long time. Like it took me 5 years, 6 years of. It makes people calm down. That look, this thing has time. It has process with it. I've heard about these people's story, and it's mind blowing how they went through a lot of difficulties. But some people don't talk about it. So people who watch it, they don't feel as if it's overnight. I can make it. Yes, you can make it, but it has processes, it has time, it has pain, it has toil. Then you now come out successful. So as they say the story, they should talk about their processes, their challenges before they go to the world. So it makes people coming behind know that look, it's not overnight. I was behind. People that are say, look, I was behind the camera doing something before I became a star. Let them know that there are processes. And it was not overnight. It will calm people down and put encouragement in working out.
Okay, you just talked about one of the ways we can probably curb this to its barest minimum, because getting it extinct will probably be impossible. What are other measures that can be put in place or that can be deployed to ensure that ritual killings, it's reduced to its barest minimum? Because right now it's probably prevalent, not just within youths, but even adults.
Sadly, let me also put a little blame on the church. You go out there, you are pressurized for money everywhere. Go back to religious setting, and the pressure does not abate. It gets, if they're not careful, even more. Those who are religious setting, they give attention to those who have more money. So this, you see, places like UK, America, when they had a lot of issue with slavery, and was the religious body that fought for equality. Yeah. In UK, Wilberforce, in Abraham Lincoln, I say, look, let there be equality. So we need people that also have voices in religious settings that encourages hard work, encourages humbleness of life. Yeah, live within your means. We need to start preaching this thing. There's this drive of motivation. You will be there. And not everybody will have all the money in the trillions and the billions. There's this pressure. You can be there, you can be this. Nobody wants to be content with being taking a small job. You must be. If everybody is up there, who will do the small jobs? You know? So there's this pressure, even sadly from the religious body, on members. That line, godliness with contentment, is great gain. Is beginning to disappear from our scripture, from our preaching. Godliness with contentment is great gain. We need to go back to such teachings again, that people can say, look, I may have a little, I can be okay with it. God will bless it, I'm okay with it. So we need to go back there, and people can say, look, it's not all about body and wealth.
Do you think the social media is contributing to this in any way? Because this particular story, where about some teenagers went together to, go into some ritualistic killings, said they learned it on a Facebook group. And then we've heard of different stories of some people coming together on social media to... It's really strange that this same social media that has all the great opportunities for learning and growing and improving skills and all that is the same platform where some of these people go to learn all these acts.
My issue with social media is that it portrays only the good parts. I was saying last time I was on the studio that somebody buys a very, very nice car, puts it on social media, great car, then the next month he has problems financially, he sells the car. Doesn't even go back and say, things were rough, I sold the car. Then another 3 months, another post of another new car. Everybody knows the challenges that happen in between. So he posts only the good parts. It doesn't mean people know that they are challenged. So you see somebody, I've had friends that, or people relate to it, and sometimes what they are posting is so different from their experience. I met somebody who had just finished crying. She's crying her heart out. There was a problem. That I go to my WhatsApp, I saw her post, I said, life is great. Life is. I'm saying, it's two different people
with faith.
So there's a lot of this fakeness.
Facade.
Yeah, in social media. Even the guy that posted Reborn Ritual, maybe he never really did it. So there's all of this.
No, I'm talking about the fact that
they
on the
it.
Facebook group.
They learnt it, but maybe the person that even posted, they never practicalize it. Understand? Of course, you also have. So there's not this. When you go to social media, you need to have this defense that not everything there is true or is glossy. The only way I put is smiling simply is really smiling. Understand? A lot of things are going on. So we should not. So social media has its own good part. But my challenge is that it says only the good part, only the successful part. The crime part are not shown. And then when the person is going through some stuff, he's posting something different. What is going through?
Okay, we've touched on the issue of parenting, the place of the child also owning up to a bit of responsibility regards moral issues, as well as social media, the platform. Now, you mentioned while talking earlier the place of the government, where you have politicians flaunting wealth, amassing wealth illegally and amongst other things. It then brings me to the question: how do you think the government can wade in that regard to ensure that they are leading examples? Because you mentioned the case of a governor who left within 3 years, began an airline and all of that. So the issue of the government, the role of the government with regards to these issues, not just ritual killing in terms of catching culprits now or apprehending, but also in terms of ensuring that this the corrupt practices are brought to their barest minimum, as well as ensuring that you don't have these issues prevalent in society. So
let me make a quote from Edmund Burke that says that all that is required for evil to triumph is what
the silence of the good people.
Do nothing. So the good men will not get involved in politics. Everybody's afraid. It's a dirty game. Politicians are making the rules. You don't get involved in politics, whether at the local government level, state level, federal level. Everybody fold their hands, and the rough guys, the touts are there doing the campaigning. They are the one ruling us. It's a harsh reality. Understand? We are not getting involved. We don't have voters card. We don't join the queue to do election. Election day, we are watching sports, watching our movie, and we don't say the government is bad. I'm guilty of it too, and I need to also change. That we are not getting involved. Good men that will not, people that have good upbringing, that money is not life and death for them,
drive.
are not going there to say, look, let's do it right. We leave them. So we need to also start from involvement. We need to get involved. Yeah, I know it's a very messy water to walk in. We need to start something, or we need to encourage somebody that wants to go there. Say, look, you know you're an honest person, let's support you.
But do you think these youths that we see, do you think they're ready? Because they've been talking about, was that how that bill that was passed? Not too young to run.
Not too young to run.
Do you think the youths are really ready, you know, vis-a-vis this current situation we have on our hands?
We need to start from somewhere. I'm telling you, we can't sit down, keep complaining, keep being hopeless. We need to start from somewhere. Yeah, we need to have one youth become maybe a chairman that does very well. Others are encouraged. Actually, the politics of Nigeria is really quite messy, I must tell you. But we need to start from somewhere. Somebody there doing good, someone that would not take bribes, someone that would use personal money instead for government. That someone that would come in light. Look, you may not be a politician, but he gave a lot of hope that things can be done right. Yeah, things can be done right. Or the guy, or this man in Jam that could get back to the government quarters 5 billion. No, so we need such things.
Let's wrap this up by talking about the role of the police and all the other agencies, the law enforcement agencies, in bringing to book those who are found perpetrating this act.
Let me now talk about that. We have what we call in Nigeria weak institution. It's a major problem. My sons are weak.
All right, let's do that in 30 seconds because we have to go.
Even if you are caught, you can be in court for 30 years. Yeah. So we have weak institutions. Police are not well funded. Understand? So institutions are weak. So people know that you can get away with it. So we need to also strengthen our institution so that they can prosecute, they can have judgments. People should not be in court for endlessly. And people can look, strengthen the institutions, strengthen the police, strengthen the custom, strengthen them, and we'll do better. All
right, thank you so much, Pastor Olufemi Agbola, resident pastor, Lighthouse Saints Alive Ministries, for your thoughts on the show this morning. And have a great day.